Greetings, welcome to the channel, the Sane Society. We share with you here everything that is sane. Now you have to decide where you get your information where you get your information from, whether it is or not that. I'm gonna tell you a little story and I'm gonna elaborate on this picture here. First off, welcome to the channel. Those who have been here, who hasn't been here for the first time. I am young blood. Some people try to call me old school. I say, no, that's not me. I'm young blood. And we got a number of channels here. We got you may see something on the Soul Food channel, the 10 o'clock Scholar channel, and the first one, which is Staying in the Light. So all these channels are synonymous. They all relate to one another, just to get your attention and to have diversity, because I'm sure you don't like to eat the same food every day. You like the variety. So that's why I have the channels, different names to have a variety. But they all can be named each other. Because staying in the light is having soul food diet, which means truth and light and everything right. And that's what a 10 o'clock scholar does. He stays in the light. And all that means you're sane. You're in a sane society. So I was in a little store the other day. Well, must have been at least over a year ago. And I saw this toy elephant, a toy elephant, pretty big elephant. I don't know why I was attracted to it. I said, I'm gonna buy this little elephant for myself. I like the elephant. It always been a majestic, loving, kingly animal to me. Contrary to popular demand, that's the real king of the jungle or the forest, because nobody can bring down an elephant. I mean, you may have 5 or 6 lions or tigers, but he'll fight them all off. That's the king of the jungle, and it's quiet. It make a noise, but the noise is high pitched, so it's more like a feminine energy. The lion make that deep sound, but you know how the lion make that sound? It roars on the side of a landmass to amplify his voice. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Do your research. He want to frighten everybody, but the lion is a trumpet. No pun intended. It's a trumpet, and so it's no accident. Everything's happened by design, people. We in a big movie show. You can see the characters. So I'm asking myself, why am I so attracted to this model of this elephant? I just like the energy of an elephant. So I purchased it. And I yeah, like that energy. Now I'm sharing this with you because I have learned something recently about the elephant. As soon as I get some hot topic information, I'm gonna share with you. You know that, right? Because that's what we do here. We pass on information so we can receive more. That's how I keep receiving, because I keep sharing. I keep sharing. That's how you receive, by giving. So I'm finding that the real elephants are indigenous to America. This is the old world. This is not a new world. We've been here since the beginning of time. And since I identify with being Moorish American after doing my study, I still had in my head, in my mind, what about the Indians? You know, they were living out there in the plains, and you just can't ignore that lifestyle means they must have been here first. That's ludicrous. Now I know the truth. The truth is, people, all that was staged. Indian is a creation. Those people are not native here. If they're native here, why do they call themselves native? Just think about that. If you're native to a place, you don't have to call yourself native. That's to program you to thinking that they're the original people. No. Look at their features. They're Asian. They're from like Eskimos. Most of them look like Eskimos. They're Asians. That whole scenario was created. That Wild West series that they found this place wild. All that is lies. There's nothing wild about America. So the solution to what I found out is, and get ready, you might want to sit down for this. You might want to sit down for this. They have tried their best to destroy every semblance of our culture, our civilization. They did a pretty good job. But they can't destroy everything because the truth is always going to be there. You just have to have eyes to see. I can see Moorish history everywhere I go, in every city, because I know what to look for. And these cities was dumbed down. The city was dumbed down. No, those cities, we had beautiful cities. What you see now, man, it's pathetic. I traveled around the country. I said, man, what kind of place is this? No real culture. These cities was dumbed down. We had real culture here. But you destroyed all that. They destroyed it all. The elephant representing our indigenous. That's why I was attracted to the elephant, because I'm remembering. They got dogs to protect them. We had elephants to protect us. Oh boy, this is really a big one for me to share with you all. Anybody in the chat want to talk? Hey, what's going on, Andrea? Take courage to come in where you don't see nobody. It takes courage. You can see the courageous people. They go where few people are. The people who are not very courageous, they want to go where the crowds are because they feel safe. They feel they can hide. But the courageous people, they're not interested in being with crowds. They like a message, they listen to it. I don't care if nobody's there. And the wonderful thing about the messages that I'm passing on to you, it's not for everybody. So if you are one who vibrate with the message, it makes you very special as well. A selected few. Because you have You have educated yourself to a point in time where you can hear the truth and what's being shared. A lot of people haven't done that yet. So they just wash it off when they hear something new. Yes, yes, this is what happened. They have erased almost totally all remembrance of who we are as a people. But look at the elephant. The elephant's still here. They got him as the symbol of the Republican Party. You see? And why would somebody have a jackass for a symbol? That's the Democrats, the creators. That's where the KKK hid at in the government. When they tried to make it illegal, they went into the Democrat Party. They created the Democrat Party. Let me teach a little bit on that. Because the first some of the few presidents who became Democrats, as I find, was Andrew Jackson was one of the first. He was strong. Then you had Pierce, Tyler, and yeah, it wasn't that many. The Democrats always brought about this drastic change. Woodrow Wilson, 1913. Oh man, the changes brought about. The central government, the central bank, all that under Democrats. Roosevelt, man. He was in there 12 years and he brought about all kind of spreading the government into everybody's business. Democrats did all that. I just shared that in passing because I do a lot of study. And I'm just fascinated with this elephant, man. This is our. If you just like people say today, the dog is a member of their family, we would say the elephant was a member of ours because he's intelligent, gentle, loving, kind, and just like they hung us, the landowners in America, it wasn't nothing about hate. They had to get our estates, so they hung the landowners, the prosperous people, the chiefs of the land, the people who could teach us the past. They hung them, and they hung the elephants. Yeah, I saw it on YouTube. A big crane hanging elephants. They destroyed all that. Wow, wickedness, man. So the reason why you don't see it's maker trying to see in my mind, I was trying to come to terms with the Moors in Spain and all the high civilization we had there. And they said, okay, we came here, we came back here. We didn't just come here, we came back here. And when they conquered Spain, the conquistadors, they came here to get us, to destroy us here. You know, when you hate somebody, you chase them out the land, your neighborhood, and then you go to their neighborhood. That's what they did. Them the ones they call the dirty Moors. And there's some people who are their blood is mixed with the dirty Moors. You can tell by the actions. They're not indigenous to this land. They're dirty Moors. It's in their blood. They can't help it. They always want to oppress you, use you. They may look like you and I, but they're not like you and I. They have their European blood in them. Not saying all Europeans are evil, because remember now, the first Europeans are melanated people. Okay, I'm just rambling now, so let me stop. I just want to talk about this elephant, this majestic animal, and how it's indigenous to America. And that's why I had an elephant toy, a big elephant I purchased. And that's why I was attracted to it. Because I'm just finding out now how much a part of America the elephant is. How much a part of the Moorish Empire the elephant is, the symbols. So when you clean yourself up, start practicing righteousness, living right, you're going to start remembering as well. It has nothing to do with complexion. Everybody's been deceived. Everybody has been deceived. Even this man who's bringing this knowledge, he didn't sound like he was a black man. It sounded like a white guy who was teaching this knowledge. So you see, wisdom has no color. Everybody can change. And this is the time for change. Oh, let me say this before I leave. I don't believe there's going to be peace because there hasn't been a lot of sharing of blood on both sides. There got to be sharing of bloods on both sides of the opponents in the war before they really want peace. Without that, the war continues, and they will break out from time to time.